Hi guys, I would have been outside today, but the wind was up and it blared out my microphone. I filmed out there and all it was so that's why I'm on the net camera tonight. Hopefully my pay will come in the morning and I'll go up the shops and do some grocery shopping. Hopefully I'll be blogging on the way up. That's if it's not bloody windy like today. I should really this weekend jump on the boat and go over to Carragara. I know it'll be probably sludgy in the water, but yeah, it'd be good to go and show you a little bit more around Carragara. I actually found some cool places to go to. Maybe wait until Monday to do it. Monday might be a better day. Yeah, Monday. Wait until Monday because school's in. So there won't be kids or anyone around that time. So I'll go around on Monday. Fingers crossed it's still clear. But you know, I went out, I tried to do filming outside, but the wind just totally blared everything out. That's the downside about, that's the downside about living on an island. I have wind coming from both directions because I live on a point, so the wind comes from both directions, and lovely, it blares everything out when you're filming, so at least you can see a little bit of outside. So it's not as blowy coming inside at the moment, but that's because of the screen door actually lessens impact from the wind outside. So, but you know, work yesterday was quite good. Well, actually, no, it wasn't. You heard me yesterday. I hated it. I'll take that back. But you know, I was glad I'm home, and I had my little fun. I went around and I found another one of these. See, I got two now. So I'm happy about that. I can cut one up and use it for stuff. But you know, yesterday I was thinking, how about I play Flight Simulator? I know it'll probably take 3 or so hours. I'm not sure how long it'll take, and fly from Brisbane to Perth. Now that would be fun. That's something for Nico. But I would love to get my pilot's license and just go flying, even if it's just a little ultralight plane, just flying around the bayside. That would be cool fun. Just enjoying myself, just cruising around, just seeing everything around the bay from above. But that's a dream. Now this is something to talk about. A lot of yous, or not a lot of yous, but some of yous who went to probably, what's the name of it? GCG, Gold Coast Gathering. This was my smartphone back then. Well, Palm Trio 750, loved it. Best phone I have ever owned. I actually prefer this one over the iPhone any day, minus that this has shitty apps on it. So, ooh, you can see yourself in this, very shiny. And yeah, I retired it when I got the iPhone. I'm not going back to it because it's not 3G Next G compatible. It's still a 3G mobile phone, but it's not a Next G compatible one, but it's a lot stronger signal. I had that one for 2 years, and it was fine. I'm giving that to my mum when they come back to Australia. I can still use it. It's a 3G networks around Australia, but this the reason why I'm giving it to my mum is that they are planning to go out west, and this has actually got a rural rating on it. That's good for rural usage. And hopefully mum and dad will get that when they get back from New Zealand, hopefully. So, and no, they were nowhere near Christchurch. They my parents live up on the North Island, just south of Auckland. So That's what I was going to talk about. Talking about New Zealand. Now, a lot of people are asking me about, am I in New Zealand? No. I'm part New Zealand, but I wasn't born there. I was born here in Australia. I was born in a city called Gladstone. It's about 600 kilometres north of Brisbane. Born up there. My mum comes from New Zealand. She was born in Auckland and grew up in a township called Tokoroa. She lived around there until she moved to Australia, and she was a nurse at the time, and she moved over to Australia, and that's where the story starts, when she finally met my dad. And like, my mum was married before. Sadly, he walked out on him, and friend cheated and all that crap. Blah, 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 blah. Story over. My mum meets dad, and mum and dad get married. So, but yeah, no, it's interesting about my life. Everything in my life has been moving around. In the time I've been alive, we've moved so many times, it's ridiculous. We've moved from Gladstone to Caloundra to Caloundra. I think 3 times in Caloundra, or 2 times, I can't remember. And then we moved to Yandina, was it Wat Falls, and we moved to Wat Falls Dam. So Wat Falls Road to Wat Falls Dam. Then we moved to the caravan park at Yandina. Then we moved to Bridges. Now, people who don't know where Bridges is basically, it's a non-existent town now. It used to be a township, but it's not anymore. It's just outside of Yandina, towards the west, somewhere between Caloolabin and Yandina. We live shared, and then the White House. Well, basically, one side of the road, other side of the road. That was on Browns Creek Road. Then we moved to Cooroy to Carey Street. We were at 16 Carey Street, which was top of the hill at Carey Street, near the cemetery in Cooroy. Then we were down the bottom at 52 Carey Street, what was opposite to the ambulance station. Well, actually, it was last term of Year 12, we moved to Nambour, to a quarry, was it suburb of Parklands? There's a quarry there. It's on the west side of the Bruce Highway, not the east side of the Bruce Highway. There's 2 quarries very close together. We were there, my parents were there for a while, but I moved out, was it 2003 permanently. I then moved, firstly it was to Archerfield. I did live, well, in 2000 I did live in Forest Lake, and then I moved to Archerfield, then I moved to Dunton Park, and then I lived with my second eldest sister in Morningside for a few months while I saved up to move here. Not this house, but my other house. And then I moved here last year. So that's basically, I've been hopping around all my life. My parents have never owned a house. They've never owned anything like that. We've all times rent, and it's been part of my life is renting, and trying to get out of the rent loop is just basically impossible for a person who's on a pension. So that's basically what my life was when I was a kid, was just basically moving around. Schools I went to Yandina Primary School was the first school I ever went to. I only stayed there until halfway through Year 1 after I had a few problems with being teased. My mum moved me to North Palm Primary School. Back then we knew the principal, so it was easy for me to move across because I had a friend who was at that school. His name was Grant Torrens, and yeah, no, we hit off very good, and we were friends until sadly he moved away to Cecil's Plains, just was it southwest of Toowoomba. So that was sad. My best friend moving away, and then I graduated from North Island Primary School in '94. Started in East District State High School in '95. And that's between when I moved houses up there. I was there for 5 years. I graduated from year 12 in East District State High School, and sadly nothing came apart. I didn't know what I wanted to do in life. I was basically in a rut. Basically from early 2000 to 2003, I just didn't know what I wanted to do. I was bouncing through IT to other things, and it basically was life. It was like I would basically bounce around trying to decide what I want to do, and nothing really came about. And now I've made something. I'm slowly becoming a YouTube partner. Well, I am a YouTube partner, but hopefully in the next few months may become a full YouTube partner on both channels, and get to the point that everything's fine and everything's dandy. So, well, I'll call that quits. That's over 12 minutes worth of me mumbling about. As you can see, it's got dark outside. Okay, guys, you stay safe until tomorrow. I'll see you then. Bye!